They say the way you hold your cup can reveal more than you think, not just about your habits, but about your soul, about how you love, how you lead, how you feel, and even how you protect yourself. So imagine this. You're sitting in your favorite cafe. The smell of coffee fills the air. The cup in front of you is warm, comforting, and familiar. You reach for it, and without thinking, your hand chooses its position. Now pause. How are you holding it? Don't overthink. Just notice. Because the way you hold your cup might just show the way you hold your life. The pinky lift. The confident soul. If you lift your pinky while holding your cup even slightly, it's more than just a habit. It's the language of confidence, and silent, graceful, and powerful. You're someone who knows who you are. You walk into rooms with quiet authority. You trust your instincts. You rarely second-guess your choices. You believe that no matter what life throws at you, you'll handle it, even if you have to do it alone. You lead naturally, not by force, but by presence. Your charisma draws people in. They admire your calm, your clarity, your direction, but deep inside there's a weight. Because when everyone looks at you as their rock, you forget that even rocks erode with time. Sometimes you wish someone would look past your confidence and simply ask, "Are you okay?" You won't admit it easily, but the truth is, strong people also crave understanding. Remember this. Leadership isn't about being invincible. It's about knowing when to breathe, when to pause, and when to let someone else hold the cup for you. You are confident, yes, but don't let confidence become your armor. Let it be your light. Both hands on the cup. The empath, if you hold your cup with both hands, you're not just warming your fingers, you're protecting your heart. You're a deeply emotional soul. You feel everything, your pain, their pain, the silence between words. You don't just hear people, you absorb them. You have a gift for understanding, for comforting, for making others feel safe. When someone is hurting, your first instinct is to heal. But sometimes that warmth you give away so freely leaves you cold inside. You give and give and give, until you forget what it feels like to receive. You forgive easily. You see good in everyone. And even when people hurt you, you convince yourself they didn't mean to. But listen, empathy without boundaries becomes self-sacrifice. You cannot pour from an empty cup. It's beautiful to care, but it's powerful to know when to stop. Protect your energy. Choose people who refill your soul, not drain it. You're the heart of every group, the quiet healer. But the world also needs you whole. Holding the handle with one hand. The protector if you hold your cup by the handle with one steady hand. You are balance in human form. Practical. Grounded. Calm in the storm. You like things clear, structured, and fair. You think before reacting. You listen before speaking. People come to you when everything feels out of control, because your presence brings stability. You don't dramatize life. You simplify it. And that's your strength, but it's also your mask. Because behind that quiet composure hides a heart that rarely speaks its pain. You've learned to be strong for everyone, to be the problem solver, the mediator, the one who never cracks. But strength isn't silence. It's the ability to stay open even when it hurts. You're the protector, yes. But who protects you? It's time to let someone in. Let them see the real you, the one who trembles, who doubts, who still hopes. You don't always have to be calm water. Sometimes it's okay to be the storm. Holding near the base, the thinker. If your hand moves naturally toward the base of the cup, holding it near the bottom, you are the observer, the analyzer, the thinker. You see life through the lens of logic. You crave understanding, structure, and certainty. You dislike chaos because chaos can't be predicted, and you like to know what comes next. You think before you act. You plan before you speak, and people rely on your intelligence. Your ability to stay rational when others lose themselves in emotion. But beneath that logic lives fear. The fear of letting go. The fear of being wrong. The fear of surrendering to something you can't explain. You've built walls made of reason, but sometimes those walls keep you from feeling life fully. Remember, control may protect you, but it can also imprison you. It's okay to be cautious, Maui, but don't let caution stop you from dancing in the rain. Sometimes, the most logical thing you can do is to trust your heart. Let yourself make mistakes. Let yourself live unplanned. Because perfection might make sense, but imperfection makes memories. Handle with one hand and the other hand wrapped around. The lover, if you hold the handle with one hand and wrap the other hand around the cup, you're a lover in the truest sense. Not just romantic but soulful, tender and deeply connected. You crave warmth, safety, affection. You love with your whole being, and once you trust someone, you hold them as tightly as you hold that cup. You're the kind of person who remembers little things, the way someone laughs, the songs they hum, the look in their eyes when they talk about something they love. You notice what others overlook. Your love is gentle, but it's deep, so deep it sometimes scares you. Because when you love, you give everything, and when you lose a part of yourself. You find comfort in family and familiar places in the feeling of being cared for. You seek harmony more than victory, peace more than pride. But here's a truth you must remember. Love isn't about holding tighter. It's about holding right. Don't fear letting people in, but don't forget to hold yourself too. Your emotions are not your weakness. They are your greatest strength, the reason others feel seen, safe, and understood. You, my friend, are proof that softness is not fragility. It's power. Holding the cup by the top edge, the free spirit. And if you hold your cup by the top edge, casually, playfully, maybe even carelessly, you are a free spirit. You're the breeze that doesn't stay still. You live by your own rhythm, not by rules. You laugh loudly, love deeply, and move on quickly. You don't stress about small things. You believe that every mistake can be turned into a story, every failure into a lesson. Where others see problems, you see opportunities. Where others see endings, you see beginnings. You are the life of every circle, bright, spontaneous, unpredictable. But inside that easy smile hides a quiet truth. You sometimes run from the heaviness, from stillness, from feeling too much, because deep down, stillness scares you. It forces you to face what laughter hides. But know this, freedom isn't running away. Freedom is peace with yourself, no matter where you stand. You don't need to go everywhere to find yourself. You only need to stop for a moment and breathe. You're the reminder that life isn't meant to be perfect. It's meant to be lived. The mirror moment. Maybe by now you've found yourself in one of these ways, or maybe you've seen a piece of yourself in all of them. Because truth is, we all hold our cup differently at different times. When we're strong, we lift our pinky. When we're vulnerable, we hold it with both hands. When we're cautious, we grip the handle. When we're afraid, we hold the base. When we're loving, we wrap our hands around it. And when we're free, we touch it from the top and laugh. There's no right or wrong way to hold your cup. Just different reflections of who you are in this moment. Your cup tells the story your words never could. The reflection, so next time you hold your cup, don't rush the sip. Pause for a second. Notice the warmth, the texture, the position of your hand. Ask yourself, who am I being right now? The confident? The empath? The protector? The thinker? The lover? Or the free spirit? Your cup is a mirror. It doesn't judge you. It simply shows you the part of your soul that's awake today. And maybe tomorrow it will show another side. Because you, my friend, are not one thing. You're many. You're human, so hold your cup any way you like. Just don't forget to taste the life inside it. Closing thought. Carl Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Maybe even the way we hold our coffee." So tell me, how do you hold your cup? Write your answer in the comments and let's see what your cup has to say about you. Because every sip tells a story.